right, babe. How do you feel about gentle parenting? Do you think we gentle parent?
No.
I don't think so.
I think we're communicative parents.
Yeah, I keep seeing all these Instagrams or people making fun of people that gentle parent, which I think it's got to be 50-50.
Even that's a little satire, though, because some of them will overdo it just to be dramatized or dramatic about it. Because there's correction gently, and then with that, they are also some gentle parents that do it correctly, where there's a consequence immediately after.
Yeah, well, I think that's where Instagram is. All of it's fake anyway. People will put what they do with their kids, and it's like, yeah, that's not what you do with your kids. And then some people call... Your house isn't that clean all the time.
And then some people are just completely, dismissive parents, where they just ignore, and they're like, oh, it's because they're young, it's fine, they'll grow out of it, and then that's what
the
asshole kids.
Dismissive, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, because there's this lady on Instagram. She's actually pretty funny most of the time. But, and I like that her house isn't perfect and every room's not perfectly clean. And that's, I don't know, I feel like it's a little more real. But, yeah, she did the 3 different types of parents. That was the one, dismissive. She called it something else. When you ignore your kids, or you're trying to have a conversation and your kid is screaming in the background and they just totally block it out somehow, and everyone else is like, are you gonna shut that kid up, or do I have to tell my kid to go over there and slap your kid? What are we doing?
That was abrasive.
Yeah, a little bit. We've been there though. I've literally almost told my kid, go over there and just grab that kid and tell him to be quiet, quit screaming for no reason.
Yeah. So
I can't even imagine what it looks like at home, because if our kids scream like that here and there, dude.
Yeah.
Makes my ears want to bleed.
But even too, for as a mom with 2 kids, and when one kid melts down in a store, sometimes that just happens. And correcting it is a lot easier than just letting them scream and everyone's staring at you like a crazy person.
Yeah, but then you got those people at restaurants that 1 or 2 little screams is funny. Even 2 or 3. A little baby, or once you get to 4 or 5 years old, it's what are we doing?
Yeah.
But a couple little screams is actually kind of cute, where sometimes when you're supposed to be quiet, you'll hear a baby make a little scream.
Yeah.
And that's kind of funny. Everyone laughs. But after 2, 3, 4 times, we're all going, hey, yeah, shut that baby up.
Yeah, babies I can get past, because they don't really have the cognitive ability to understand situational awareness. However, we got a 4 or 5-year-old screaming and throwing tantrums and throwing food, then we have a problem.
Yeah, and that's just me. That I just feel weird. When we would go places when our kids were 1 or 2 years old, and you're somewhere where it's dinner or church or whatever it might be, and it's okay, this kid's not going to stop screaming, I'm going to walk outside real quick, try to chill him out or whatever. Most people get it, but you can kind of just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I feel like everyone's dude, your kid is screaming, get out of here, go get your kid some fresh air, he's freaking out for some reason.
Yeah, but we've never really had our kids melt down in a restaurant like that. And then if we're waiting a long time, go let your kids walk around outside, because think about it, even as an adult, when you have to sit and wait for your food for long stints of time, and their concept of time is so
20 minutes is probably
hours
for
days
them.
So
it's us sitting at the DMV for hours.
You or me would take them outside to go walk around and check things out, and then one of us will text the other one, hey, food's ready, you guys come back inside, and then there's no meltdown. It's being locked down. No more locked doors.
Yeah.
Gracias.
That's how you know what year we were born. That right there.
Pad the wire, Holmes.
You know what movies we grew up on. But I don't know. I think there's time for gentle. I don't even like that word, gentle. I think just communication, when Kane has a meltdown in jiu-jitsu or football, or he doesn't win racing his cousin, you know, when he was a little bit younger. Well, he still does it now. But I think just communication, being like, dude, you're younger, they're older, this kid's been playing football longer. I don't want you to quit. You know, like when they were down like 3 touchdowns when they were playing flag, and they actually came back. And I was like, dude, you got to relax. You can't do this. Like, I was like, oh, it's okay, bud. Next year. No, you still need to go win this.
No participation trophies around here. You're
still going to win this game. And if you don't win the game, you're gonna try your best. Because if you don't, now I am going to be a little mad at you. If you're just going to mope around and not hustle. But I wouldn't call that gentle. Because some dads freak out. And I'm like, dude, they're 8 years old. This is flag football.
Yeah.
Relax. But if I see the kids completely moping around, then that's different.
Yeah.
Then you got to step in and say, hey, what are we doing? Why are you acting like that? What are you, some kind of girl or something?
I feel like that's when sportsmanship becomes a thing. And they got to learn that that's not like, you guys are all on a team. So if you guys all pull together and do a little better and come up with a different play, then we can, you know, make that extra point or what have you. But teaching them that it's okay to just throw a fit just because you're upset, that's the crazy part. Yes, that's fine. I get it. You're sad. But also, instead of turning it into giving up when you have time to fix it, then let's work hard and fix it.
Yeah, because you do see a couple parents, they just let them slide through it, and you're like, dude, that is such a bad habit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like when Kane throws the ball sloppy. I'm like, dude, get rid of that bad habit. Step into it. Quit doing that.
Yeah.
Because when you get too used to it, he starts doing it more, and I'm like, see, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But like, again, and then you see, and I even grew up with a couple guys that their dads were just way too hard, man. We were like, dude, relax. Like, we used to have a quarterback when I was playing Pop Warner back in 5th grade or 6th grade, whatever it was. And this kid's dad would just freak out. And he would come to the sideline and he would cry. And I was like, wow, you just worked up our quarterback, dude. Thanks. And he would just like not play as well. And you could tell his dad never even played football. He wasn't a coach. He would just come down from the sideline.
Those who can't do, teach.
Dude, he would come down. Coach. If he threw the ball and accidentally threw an interception or whatever, his dad, we already knew his dad was coming. We were like, oh crap, here comes his dad. And we would just hear him like talking in his ear, cussing at him, and you better not, I don't understand. Is this really what we, and we were just like, dude, relax. Like, we felt bad for him. But that's way too much. I was like, I will never be that dad. That is crazy. That's way too much.
Yeah.
Because then before you know it, your kid gets older, they're depressed, and now they're all drugged out, and they're sad, and they're like, my dad hated me when I was a kid. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every time this kid throws an interception or accidentally messes up, now it's like the dog whistle. He's going to be like, oh crap, here comes my dad.
Yeah.
Instead of his dad being like, hey dude, you know, let's get it together, focus, remember what we, just relax, you're good. Because Kane gets very worked up. If he loses, Kane gets very, very worked up. He does not like to lose.
Yeah. Well, and
then he starts holding his breath.
Having a competitive nature is okay. It's just being able to feed it and monitor it to correct it when needed. Because
I just got all curcumin.
You're what? I don't drink cumin.
I just got all the turmeric curcumin at the bottom of it.
So what the heck? I'm drinking cumin.
But yeah, so the huge debate between gentle parenting, and I see a lot of dads that are putting their kids in sports. I think it's going to be a lot different.
But also, I think there's certain breeds of children you can't gentle parent.
Yeah.
Like our firstborn, we could have gentle parented him. However, that secondborn is a thug.
She is. Shouty want a thug.
She's a thug. She
Shouty don't want a thug.
The thug life.
Shouty want a mortgage.
If it's the secondborn thing, no, because I'm secondborn and I wasn't like that. My sister was more like that.
Might be because she's a girl.
That don't make no sense.
I think it's just genetic. I think your kids start to reflect. Like sometimes they get some of you, but But then you start to see one of the grandparents in them too. And then you're like, oh, you've got a little bit of that person. It's just all DNA. I think it's genetic, it's the DNA makeup, and I also think it's the household. Because some people, you know, they'll debate the whole, what is it, nature versus nurture, and they'll study that. I'm like, dude, I bet you the people studying the nature versus nurture thing have never even had a kid. How do they know? It's like these professors that are teaching business, but they've never ran a business. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think each kid, I mean, what's his name? What's the serial killer guy that had like a perfectly normal family and still just went on a spree?
All of them?
There was one in there was one in particular. He was like, he wasn't like one of the worst ones, but
Dexter.
He had a normal life, and he was like, I just like tormenting animals for some reason. And then it just led, I can't remember.
Nope.
But anyway, so I think
Jamie, look it up.
you're Jamie in this situation.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just comes down to DNA. Some people overthink it. Some kids they just got to get their little butt smacked once in a while, man. I don't know. And then some kids you just have they listen, or, you know, they might have meltdowns over this or whatever it might be. But I also don't think beating your kids is I mean, we've never beat our kids, but yeah, Ken used to get his little butt smacked. He used to smack the little back of his leg, little chunky leg. If you grab the same thing over and over and over, you gotta smack their hand. But I did see some kids growing up though that got their faces smacked right in front of all of us for something that didn't seem like that big a deal. Huh, babe? You get your face smacked?
My mouth.
Yeah.
If you talk back.
I'd get a little smack on the mouth here and there, but I'm talking like when they're little kids. I'm like, I see some people, I'm like, dude, don't hit your kid like that. God. But they're screaming. Yep. You're getting a power to the butt, a hard one. And then some people are like, you shouldn't hit your kids. I'm like, well,
Jesus.
After the third, fourth time, kids do remember that little smack on the back of the leg. You can yell at them, but they remember that. I did. You get a little smack to the leg or a little smack to the cheek, you're like, okay, I got it now. I get it. I'll remember that one. It's kind of like when a kid burns themselves. They're not going to forget that one.
Yeah.
How did you find my wristing?
It looks like a giant eraser.
That's not what it looks like. It's actually for my
It's an eraser.
tennis elbow.
It's an eraser.
Anyway.
You've never played tennis.
Any final thoughts?
You've never played tennis.
You don't have to. You still get tennis elbow.
Bullshit.
No, that's what they call it. If you TikTok it, call it tennis elbow. This
I am
weird
not
pain.
gonna ask TikTok
This weird
about
pain that I
something
get
medical.
right here. Where my
That's why
wrist clicks.
Scotty's jacked.
Anyway. You say you're gonna beat our kids or what?
I'll beat you.
Alright. Sounds good.